Good morning students. Once again welcome back to Rasa class. Students, this video is for the students of class 9th. So students, please open your textbook behind you. Today I am going to start a new lesson 9, The Bond of Love, written by Kenneth Anderson. So students, please open your textbook, lesson 9. Students, before come to the points, I would like to tell you what is the main theme of this lesson. So please pay attention and listen to me very attentively. Students, this lesson has been written by Kenneth Anderson. This story is of love and friendship between an animal and a human being. And you can see in this figure, in this video, that this is the picture of a cub bear. You can see, and its name is Bruno. Really, it is true that love has no proper language. Everyone can understand it and love others. Even animals and birds understand the languages of love. If we love them, they will love us in return. Therefore, love is mutual. Now, students, I am going to read the first paragraph, so please pay attention and listen to me very attentively. First of all, I will read the passage and after that I will explain it in a very simple way. So please pay attention. I will begin with Bruno, my wife's pet sloth bear. I got him for her by accident. 2 years ago, we were passing through the sugarcane fields near Mysore. People were driving away the wild pigs from the fields by shooting at them. Some were shot and some escaped. We thought that everything was over when suddenly a black sloth bear came out panting in the hot sun. Students, in the first paragraph, the author said that he would start with his wife's domestic sloth bear, Bruno. He had got Bruno for her wife by an accident. 2 years ago, the author and his friends were passing through the sugarcane fields near Mysore, where people were driving away the wild pigs from the fields by firing at them. Some were shot, but some ran away. They thought that everything was over when suddenly a black sloth bear came out breathing heavily in the hot sun. Now I will not shoot a sloth bear wantonly, but unfortunately for the poor beasts, one of my companions did not feel that way about it and promptly shot the bear on the spot. Students, then the author would not shoot a sloth bear for pleasure, but unluckily one of the other companions had not felt about it and at once shot the bear on the spot. As we watched the fallen animal, we were surprised to see that the black fur on its back moved and left the prostrate body. Then we saw it was a baby bear that had been riding on its mother's back when the sudden shot had killed it. The little creature ran around its prostrate parent, making a pitiful noise. Students, the little living things, as they were watching the fallen animal, they were surprised to see that the black fur on its back moved and left the lying body. Then they saw it was a baby bear that had been riding on its mother's back when it was killed by sudden shot. I ran up to it to attempt a capture. It scooted into the sugarcane field, following it with my companions. I was at last able to grab it by the scruff of its neck while it snapped and tried to scratch me with its long hooked claws. Students, the little living thing ran around its lying parents that was making a painful noise. The author ran up to it to try a capture. It hastily ran into the sugarcane field. Running after it with his friends, the author was finally able to catch it by neck while it tried to snap and cut him with its long hooked sharp curved nails. We put it in one of the gunny bags we had brought, and when I got back to Bangalore, I duly presented it to my wife. She was delighted. She at once put a colored ribbon around its neck, and after discovering the cub was a boy, she christened it Bruno. Students, they put it in one of their gunny bags which they had brought, and the author got back to Bangalore and presented it to his wife. She became very happy. She at once tied a colored ribbon around its neck, and after finding out the cub was a boy, she named it Bruno. So students, this is enough for today. Now we will meet with the next paragraph tomorrow. Thank you.